You're watching Wired, live.
And welcome back. It's tea time.
And we are back with the expert on tea, Giles Hilton of Whittard of Chelsea, and he's going to show us how to brew the perfect cup of tea, which is happening as we speak.
Because you need boiling water, right?
Definitely boiling water. Fresh cold water, and brought to the boil and poured straight into that teapot. And it's the only way. If it's off the boil, you get flat, dull tasting tea. It doesn't bring it back to life with the oxygen.
Oh, they're the 6 rules, I assume, provided by you of the perfect brew.
And why do you warm the pot first?
So that the tea brews at a better temperature. It doesn't just go cold, so you don't waste the heat of that water. So it stays hotter longer as well.
All right, and what were the other ones?
Brew for 3 or perhaps 5 minutes maximum.
Okay.
Beyond that, it stews. You want to get the essential oils out of the tea leaves, the quality of flavour. You don't want to stew it. You don't want thick brown teas.
Does it lose the core, the best of its taste after X number of minutes? How soon should you be drinking it?
Well, I think brewing in the pot, 5 minutes maximum, then pour it. Add milk first, of course, if you want milk. It mixes better.
Do you like milk?
Only with 1 or 2 strong teas. Otherwise, no, I drink my tea pretty weak.
Now, could you hold on to the table, because I'm going to ask you a question that's going to cause you some, just hold on tight.
Right.
How about microwaving your tea? After you've brewed the, well, forget that question.
Well,
it's
no,
quite obvious.
sorry, I would actually
You're
say
actually going to be okay
that,
on this?
that with tea or coffee, you've separated the leaves already, so it's a cup of something brewed. So you haven't got the coffee grains in there, you haven't got the tea leaves in there.
So it's okay?
So you microwave it, reheat it. Yeah.
Goodness.
Because you've made it, you've done the important part.
So Andrew, who is the director of U.S. operations for Whittard, has been
coming as we speak.
Boiling and brewing.
Come right in.
Come on over, Andrew.
There's Andrew.
Look at the gorgeous teapot.
Thank you kindly.
What's the difference between...
Lovely tie, too, by the way.
I mean, you said you need a china teapot.
Yes.
What if you have a metal teapot?
Metal's okay if you let it get a little bit stained inside and wear it in. But if you clean it and scour it each time, you almost get a metallic, hard taste from the tea.
Okay.
They're great because you can drop them, it doesn't matter. There's all sorts of benefits to a metal teapot. But I don't over-clean my teapot. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? But
have you decided, I mean, you explain why Boston and all these sort of things. The first store, what do you have, 170? How many stores do you have? 130?
Yep.
Have you decided that America is now ready for this? Is there some research or is it just anecdotal? Why now?
I think that we've seen a huge growth in Europe of green teas, white tea, flavoured tea, herbals.
Green tea is big on the health front.
Yes, and therefore it's definitely obvious that America is following strongly with that health lobby, if you like, and interest. I wish people were slightly more knowledgeable rather than just read a headline figure, green tea cures all or something, which is not necessarily true, but it's a very good part of a healthy diet and healthy lifestyle.
And what's the caffeine situation? Green, black, white? Where does caffeine come in and come out?
I have a very different view than the Americans. The Americans seem to, I've been reading it on labels and in books and websites as well. Here you say coffee is 100%, let's say, tea is 25% of that or something, which baffles me completely. I would say tea and coffee have identical amounts of caffeine if you take 1 pound in weight of each, but you need 2 grams of tea to make a cup. You need 6 grams of coffee. So you're taking 3 times the quantity of the product with the caffeine in it. And that's a really good rule of thumb. You say, green tea, I only use 1 gram or a pinch. That's nothing with caffeine in it. So it's 0 nearly.
Do you sell decaffeinated tea?
Yes, hesitantly. It's like having de-alcoholized whiskey. Damn boring.
I am totally with you.
I will drink water if I want something light, or I'll drink whiskey.
Okay.
I will sell decaffeinated, but it's been decaffeinated. It's had its heart torn out of it, and I don't think that's very nice.
You know, you were taunting us.
Sounds awesome.
So this has been brewing for what, 2 or 3 minutes so far?
This has been carried on, so it's been over 3 minutes, which is
perfect. So are we almost ready to be
Yes.
doing this?
Now this is Earl Grey.
We're going to get to your calls, don't worry.
What do you have the
minute.
tea in?
Oh yes, it's a very clever device, a little basket. So we trapped our leaves, no mess. You know the lovely one-liners. I had tea with Earl Grey the other day, and there is still a man called the Earl Grey in England, and he's 15th in line from the bloke who invented the tea. It's wonderful, and I had tea with him. We drank Darjeeling. You didn't have any Earl Grey in the house.
Have you ever met the Queen?
Yes, in Sheffield of all places. She quite likes the north, and she was opening a big shopping centre, and Whittard was the shop she wanted to visit. So I shook hands and bowed very politely and shut up. You're not meant to talk to her unless addressed. charming lady, though. She loves her tea. She drinks Darjeeling.
Did Helen Mirren
Did she
capture the
address
Queen?
you?
Did you see the movie or
yes,
not?
I did. Yes.
Did she capture her
Oh,
perfectly?
very. It was
Perfectly.
almost
Wait,
embarrassing.
the Queen drinks Darjeeling, he said.
What would you expect? Lipton? What
Well,
is she
I
gonna
don't know. The Queen drinks
do?
Darjeeling.
Leslie, this is for you, I believe.
Yes.
What
And
kind is this Earl Grey?
This is Earl Grey. So we have a medium colour. I didn't want it black, and I didn't want it too strong. It's
you
probably a bit
kindly.
hot. Please be careful. You don't have to make every tea black and strong and dark and tanniny. You should make it light and fragrant sometimes, and it's very pleasant.
Now, Leslie is smelling it before she drinks it. Is that appropriate or is
wonderful.
that completely crass?
It's,
Does it appear?
I put my nose in my glass of wine and my mug of tea.
You do?
I
I've been-
figured that the guy called the nose
Yes.
was going to
Yes.
yell at me for smelling
You
it.
build up the anticipation. Think, oh, that smells wonderful.
It does.
Also,
By the way, it really does smell.
but
it
also
smells
you look at
wonderful.
it, it's clear. It's not.
Do you do this? Do you like clink
Americans
glasses?
I'm
might do it.
no,
Is that
no,
rude?
glass of beer, you might do that.
Just looking at you, baby. Okay. Can I try now?
Yes, please. Yes, just be careful in case it's hot. But when you look at it, it's golden coloured. It's
Oh my
clear.
God.
Is that a difference between...
I was just going to say
Yes.
that, the qualitative difference
You-
between this
it's
and
not-
everything
yeah,
else.
I'm
I'm
afraid
so
tea-
embarrassed.
But
I
tea
feel like
bags
such a
sometimes
tea
make
failure.
a duller, browner coloured brew. Not always, nothing wrong with it, but leaf tea, you make it the strength you want because you measure it, you brew it for the length you like, and get a good colour and bouquet.
So does one have to clean one's palate or a variation thereof before one switches from one kind
Well,
of tea to another?
When I'm tasting professionally, I will be tasting all Darjeeling or all Ceylon. So no, I just charge through a row of 50 or 60 teas all at once with a spoon, sip and spit. God, I feel dizzy after it too.
And you can tell that, and you
Yes,
can...
you can, yeah.
What do
That's
you,
why you're the master, Giles.
okay.
50 Darjeelings.
Should we take a call?
Let's take
between
a
the
call.
different brews?